This Saturday, NBA 2K, my park after dark. You know what it is, DJ Snoopadelic, the baddest DJ in the world. Yeah, that's where I'm gonna be at, inside the game. Go. This Saturday, NBA 2K, my park after dark. You know what it is, DJ Snoopadelic, the baddest DJ in the world. Yeah, that's where I'm gonna be at, inside the game. Go get it.
That's right, guys. Park After Dark is live this weekend. What's up, guys? I'm Rachel. Happy Thanksgiving, and welcome to a new edition of NBA 2K TV. Park After Dark is the first ever in-game music festival. It's happening in my park this Saturday, November 26th, and you are all invited. We're honored to have the legendary Snoop Dogg as our debut MC. He'll be spinning all new music and entertaining you all night long. Admission is free, there's a dunk show-off and a three-point shootout, so jump in there, pick up your...
The 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Kia.
With Kenny the Jet Smith.
Just give me one to give me some hope. I wish I wasn't wrong.
We are live at the Staples Center for a Western Conference contest. And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge.
Kevin, we know the Grizzlies are not a glamour franchise.
Thanks, David. They are a hard-nosed group. What I like about these two teams, Steve, they've got a wealth of experience. A lot of veteran savvy out there.
You know what, Kevin? Historically, if you go back, teams with guys that more veterans usually win championships. You know, older guys, but they just know how to get it done.
It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Conley and Allen working once again together in the backcourt. Marc Gasol is out there with Green, and it's Parsons in at the small forward. Conley against Rivers. Here's Griffin, and the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And how about the accuracy that was on display from three-point range in that game? They were lethal.
To me, it was the reason why they came away with that game. Their sharp shooting from downtown is always tremendously important.
Kicks to Jordan. Clippers moving the ball around. Rivers, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Conley kicks to Gasol. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Right idea, but just too much heat on him defensively, even with the fadeaway.
From 12 feet out, Green with the rebound.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Allen, that's good.
And when Allen gets open, he feels comfortable pulling up from there. His jump shot is not exactly traditional, but it gets the job done.
Rivers passes to Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Conley with it, picked up by Rivers. Parsons on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Tries it from 9. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Not one of the biggest free agency moves of the past offseason, but had high impact with Chandler Parsons coming over to the Grizzlies. And, you know, Gia, you look at his skill set, and he fits right in with what Memphis is trying to do.
Yeah, I think overall Memphis had a great offseason, you know, in acquiring Parsons and in retaining Conley. Memphis hadn't had a lot of luck luring big free agents in the past, and Parsons is perhaps one of their biggest gets as a franchise. And for Parsons, he gets a good deal for himself and continues to play for a team that has always been competitive.
Here's Griffin. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
He's incredibly difficult to guard, Blake Griffin. He's 6'10", 250-something pounds. He has size, but he also has quickness like a guard.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time.
We know Blake Griffin can dunk the basketball, but one thing you like about him, he's added to his offensive repertoire. He's able to handle the basketball, face up, knock down jump shots, and he's doing a nice job of distributing the basketball.
Here's Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And DeAndre is going up for the dunk. No one is stopping him. He's one of the most powerful dunkers this game has ever seen.
Conley with a wide open look. It's good from long range. With Blake, it isn't that he's just a scorer, Steve. He brings everything to the table when he gets the ball in the offensive zone.
Yeah, he was a dunker when he first entered the league. Now he's starting to become a terrific passer. He has great vision for a power forward, and his ball handling is one of the best at his position.
Gasol against Jordan. Fires from 14. Foul that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. The Grizzlies have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And right around the 2016 All-Star break, Marc Gasol's season was cut short. Broke a bone in his right foot, had surgery, and Stevie was gone for the rest of the season.
That's a huge blow for the Grizzlies because that's losing their best player. And a guy that's 7'1", he's done everything right, lost a lot of weight, but sometimes those 7-footers, they put a lot of strain on those lower extremities.
They get it back.
And sometimes he can hit that deep three, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
I just think he can get a better look than that one. Tried to lay it in against some tough defense. Probably not the best decision right there.
Allen dishes to Gasol. Sinks the triple. Gasol's got 7 points.
When Gasol feels the D playing off him, he has no problem going right up with the shot. Great confidence from the big man.
A nice shot by Griffin.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
They just talked that one up to a little miscommunication. I'm sure they'll get on the same page.
Conley against Rivers. And Jordan sends it back.
Can't be careless with DeAndre is around. He slaps shots back with some real authority.
Clippers trail by 7. Pierce inside the 3-point line. Great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Conley kicks to Green. And Green slams it in.
That's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
That's about as violent as a rim rocker as it gets. A real confidence builder.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
And Jordan sends it back.
Look, he's doing everything he can to get out of this funk. Just been a rough quarter shooting the basketball.
Snatched up. Second shot opportunity. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
So, for the Clippers, Spates checked in for Jordan. Crawford comes in for Paul Pierce. And it's Felton in for J.J. Redick.
Well, you leave a guy that open with Parsons on the floor, and you know he's going to find him.
Felton kicks to Spates. And the fans all love Maurice Spates. He added a 3-pointer, you know, Steve, to his game over the past few years. He is now one of the better stretch 4s because of it.
And that's hard work. People call him Mo Buckets. Maurice Spates loves taking the 3. He lights up, and you know what? His teammates, you can tell when he's taking that shot, they're looking for it to go in.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Pass is checked in.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Rivers with it. 11 points for him in that last game against Brooklyn. Crawford's shot is good.
That's Crawford's game. The number of ways in which he scores the ball is huge to this team.
Memphis leading. Here's Baldwin. Here's Martin. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
He is simply one of the best offensive rebounders in the league. He never quits on the glass.
Rivers kicks to Bass.
You have to respect the continuity and consistency of the Grizzlies. Since the beginning of the grit and grind era, 6 consecutive playoff appearances. That's second longest streak in the league, only to the San Antonio Spurs.
He's off on the second.
Absolutely stone cold at the line thus far.
Here's Baldwin. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Baldwin's got his first 3 points of the game.
Oh, a good open look, and he sprays it home from 3.
And for a franchise that was once one of the NBA's worst, you can't take for granted the success the Grizzlies have enjoyed in recent years.
The first 15 years in this league, they had never won a playoff game. In the last 6 seasons, 27 playoff wins. It's not an NBA title, but it matters.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. There's the pass to Daniels. Expanding his range. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
Yeah, they were able to keep it close for the most part, but you could just tell they were not in sync as a unit.
Communication seemed to be missing, and if you want to come away with a lot of wins, you have to have that.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Memphis out in front. And DeAndre Jordan not a focal point offensively for this team.
I'm not really a big scorer for our team, but that's not my job. My job is to defend and
Jordan, a man who knows what his job is, and he likes his job. He does it very, very well. He is excelling.
And he may not be the NBA's Defensive Player of the Year, but he is certainly the Clippers' Defensive Player of the Year. Jordan has become a defensive beast. And the thing of it is, he's still learning, still getting better.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
I tell you what, the scoring has come in threes for the most part here so far.
This has definitely been a perimeter-oriented game, and right now it seems like they can't miss.
Redick and Crawford, the sharpshooters outside. Brandon Bass is out there with Jordan. Then it's Felton in at the point guard position. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Here's Baldwin. Plays it in off the breakaway. Baldwin's got 5.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Felton the pass to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. This is to Randolph. Top of the key. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Randolph's got the lead up to 9 now for Memphis.
Even when the defense all over him, Zach Randolph is just too powerful. He has all the answers.
And it's good. Out through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line. Griffin's check in for the Clippers. Well, teams like the Spurs love to generate catch and shoot jumpers, but it's awfully tough to defend a guy who can pull up off the dribble at any time. And Steve, I'm sure you like guys that can do that pull-up jump shooting with a lot of regularity. Any names come to mind, guys that stick out in that category?
Yeah, Stephen Curry.
Yeah.
I mean, Chris Paul, Kyrie Irving, Dwayne Wade, more of a mid-range jump shot. Sean Livingston, more in the mid-range. So you have a lot of guys, a variety of guys that can do that. Paul George, I like the way he can pull up the jump shots at his size.
Some guys like that station, catch it and shoot. Some guys want to think about it a little bit, will move a little bit. Then there are those other ones which run, put on the brakes, and fire away.
I was never one of those guys. I didn't have good brakes.
You know your brakes. You did not have the disc brakes, did you?
No, not
the
at all.
The anti-lock brakes are out.
Nope,
no.
Gone. Pad on pad.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Baldwin the pass to Randall. Griffin grabs the board. Clippers trail by 6 and pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles on the sideline. Let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, as we know, Chris Paul is such a student of the game. He really is a coach on the floor, but he can be hard on his teammates. Austin Rivers said he's the one that's going to put you in your place. He's going to tell you the truth. He's going to yell at you. All the good point guards have to be the bad guy sometimes. He's a leader, man. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. He certainly backs it up on the floor. Paul Pierce is checked in for J.J. Redick. Ennis, he's checked in for Memphis. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Felton dishes to Griffin. It's good. Griffin's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Here's Baldwin. 9-point game his last outing. Inside, here's Martin. A terrific shot on the turnaround. Martin's got 7.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Felton kicks to Crawford. The baseline J. That's good, and so Felton has the assist there. Felton's got 4 assists now tonight. And there's the feed to Randolph. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Baldwin the pass to Martin. Again Memphis.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Clippers trail by 7.
Whether they win a title or not or go deep in the playoffs, this has certainly been a fantastic era for the Clippers. Always competitive, the most sustained success they've ever had.
Randolph can't hit.
Had the layup, no one really contested him. Missed opportunity.
Here's Griffin. And the rebound goes to Martin. Martin's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Pierce against Carter. And then Carter with the dunk.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Without a doubt, as you said, Smitty, this has been the golden age of Clipper basketball with this Clipper franchise. A long streak of making the playoffs and having won the division a few times as well.
It means a lot for this franchise. They have been down in the dumpsters for a long time. No matter what this team accomplished, Clipper fans have to be proud of the way this team has played the last half-decade.
And Pierce, here we go. And that one comes up a bit short.
He had all the room he needed to get the shot off. Just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Martin the pass to Baldwin. Feeds it to Randolph. Some nice passing there by Memphis, pushing their lead to double digits. And now it's an 11-point Grizzly lead.
And Randolph's skill in knocking down their mid-range jump shot is important to this team. Helps to have a big man with a jumper.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
As you look at Zach Randolph, 14 seasons under his belt, half of them with the Grizzlies. He's bounced around, but he has found a home in Memphis. They love him.
And the Grizzlies last season experimenting with bringing Randolph off the bench to try to get more spacing.
Well, you know what? He was a pro about it. He did not complain, whatever it takes to win. He ended up getting plenty of action down the stretch with all the injuries.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Spates checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Pass comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Austin Rivers in for Raymond Felton. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. Tony Allen's checked in for Memphis.
Set it up, bring the play in.
1:53 left in the first half of the game. Pierce wide open, he fires. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Memphis leading by 11. Stolen by Rivers. And now the Clippers on the break. Rivers has got the ball. Count that bucket. And it's 9 points for Jamal Crawford.
He is just getting hotter as the game goes along, building on a strong start. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second quarter.
Baldwin the pass to Randall. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. It's going to be on Maurice Spates. And in his heyday, Zach Randolph averaged 20 points and 12 rebounds. And Stevie's getting up there in age, but still a player to reckon with.
Yeah, it's funny. His nickname, we call him first name 20, last name 10. That's for double doubles. And he's one of those players that great position rebounder, can score down on the block, gives you an effort on the defensive end. But what he does is give you a guy that you can throw the ball in, settle your offense, and he can get a bucket.
And offensively, they've gotten stuck on the perimeter, fallen in love with the jump.
Tony Allen has carved out a nice role for himself in this league. A big-time defender who brings a ton of energy each and every possession. Tony Allen, and I know best, calling one of his games, he motioned over to us at the table, letting us know he was first team all defense, one of the best perimeter defenders we have in this league.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Los Angeles.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Baldwin. He's got 11. Fires at the elbow. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Allen's got the lead up to 11 now for the Grizzlies. And Tony Allen takes up all your airspace as Stevie's just suffocated.
A lot of guys play defense, but Tony Allen, like you said, he wants to get right in your airspace. He forces a lot of turnovers, and he's never shy about making some contact. He was voted the toughest player in the league by a survey of the GMs.
Spates kicks to Pierce. Puts up a three. Allen with the rebound. Memphis leading by 11. Carter right side. Stolen by Pierce. Tipped away. Here's Bass. And the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. And so we conclude the first half. Grizzlies lead by 11. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Doc, you got fouls right now with the starters. Will you have to rest them and play your bench guys more?
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson, joined by Kenny Smith, right there, and Shaquille O'Neal. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of the period, they held a 4-point lead. The second quarter was full of highlights for them, and as their play improved, so did their lead. They'll be carrying an 11-point edge into the second half. What'd you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Grizzlies?
Well, the perimeter shooting is...
And in a matter of moments, they'll be starting the third.
That's a bird's eye view of the Staples Center at sunset. Gorgeous, isn't it, with all of Los Angeles in the background? Welcome back, everyone. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Memphis has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. So on the floor for Memphis. Conley and Allen working once again together in the backcourt. Chandler Parsons out there with Green, and it's Gasol at the 5 patrolling the paint. Rivers kicks to Griffin. Here's Pierce. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Pierce has got it back down to single digits for the Clippers. Allen outside. Back to Conley. Pass to Parsons. Memphis moving it around. Allen kicks to Conley. Again, Conley missing.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
And you look at the Grizzlies organization, a change in ownership back in 2012, a shakeup in the front office in 2014. Steve, there's been more continuity on the court than off the floor.
Yeah, the head coaching position changed as well, despite the great job done. Hopefully they can sustain that foundation.
Come to me, come to me.
Green dishes to Conley. Gasol against Jordan. 6 on the shot clock. And yes, it's good. 9 points for Marc Gasol.
Marc Gasol does an outstanding job of keeping the ball up so high, even when the defense is on him. He knows there's no way they will block his shot.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Yeah, he's one of those players. He operates at a different speed versus the defense.
It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. 3-point play chance here. And the Clippers making a change here. Crawford's checked in. For Memphis, they have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
Mike Conley is an effective two-way player. He's masterful at running the offense for you, and he is a big-time defender at that point guard position.
Los Angeles calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Rivers. Conley kicks to Green. And Griffin sends it back.
I love the defensive intensity from Blake Griffin on that play.
Pass to Rivers. Back to Crawford. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Crawford's got 11 points.
That's a solid pass right inside where his teammate wants it.
And Conley gets it to go. The assist from Parsons. Parsons got 3 assists in the game. Parsons against Crawford. Here's Jordan. Good work there as it goes.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Raymond Felton, he's checked in for the Clippers. And for pretty much all NBA players, it's a dream come true when they get drafted. And Smitty, how did you celebrate when you were the 5th overall pick in the draft?
You know what? I went out and got me a nice SUV. I loved it, Kevin.
Good for
Had
you.
some rims, put a little music in there. That was bumping.
How about that? I guess that's something you always dream about. When you get that kind of a chance to be drafted that high, nationally known player.
But I think also for me, getting a chance to send my mom and dad on a special trip. That was one of those. It wasn't the first, but it was special.
Good for you. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Green, the screen. Parsons for 3. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Not a lot of players in this league can show that kind of awareness in the pick and roll. Parsons just played it so well.
Passes it to Griffin. The dish now to Felton. Fires from deep. Parsons with the rebound. Parsons got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Conley into the lane. Battles through traffic and lays it in. 11 points in the game.
He really looks composed shooting the ball this half. Much more consistent, hitting a much higher percentage.
Felton the pass to Jordan. Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
I saw that one in Griffin's eyes. He was ready to throw that one down.
Here's Allen. No good on the shot. Felton with some nice D. And it's blocked by Conley. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Conley. And Los Angeles with some changes. Spates checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And Brandon Bass subbed in for Blake Griffin. Crawford against Parsons. Knocked away. Fires the 3. And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Crawford.
Crawford has been a solid outside shooter throughout his lengthy career. Got to at least get an arm up as he's going up.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Quick hands and the ability to anticipate the opening to create a turnover, so valuable, especially for a guard. as we see two tremendous talents with their ability to steal that ball away.
You know, and John Stockton, the only player to have cracked the 3,000 barrier in terms of career steals. You ask the fans about Stockton, and it's his passing they'll remember. But if you ask the players he's played up against, they'll tell you it's his defense that was just as sharp. Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Well, the first thing comes to mind when you think about the Los Angeles Clippers' offense. But they had a very good defense. They were fantastic on that end, and it was led by DeAndre Jordan and Chris Paul.
Speaking of the Clippers, Steve, and their defensive prowess, they do protect the rim well. They block shots. DeAndre Jordan, certainly one of the best in the business there. But it goes much beyond that with their D.
They do a great job of getting a hand in the face of shooters. Second best in the league last year for opposing teams' field goal percentages. Clippers just don't get enough credit for being a strong defensive team.
Paul Pierce is checked in for Raymond Felton. Here's Crawford. 14 points for him. Los Angeles with another miss.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Spates against Gasol. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. And back in 2013, Marc Gasol winning Defensive Player of the Year. Steve, one of the more controversial award winners, but he is a very valuable defender, as we all know.
Yeah, the reason why you look for guys to win this award, that they get a lot of steals, they block shots, they're very athletic. Well, Marc Gasol is just a smart defender. Not going to block a lot of shots, but he's going to be in the right place at the right time, and he's an outstanding communicator on that back line for the Grizzlies.
Outside, here's the three, drills the three-pointer. Allen's got the lead up to 14 now for the Grizzlies.
And this team is ahead largely because of his accuracy from the floor tonight.
Bass can't get it to go.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
And that kind of tier defense is crucial to any team's success. Gotta defend the paint.
And Green with the basket on the assist by Conley. Green's got his second basket of the night.
Whenever a guy is open, Conley will find him. He has a talent for getting the ball to his guys quickly.
Spates, the shot will not fall. And Memphis the other way now. Last time they met was in Memphis.
And that was one of the few times that you'll see a team just lack fight defensively in losing that game.
The D was absolutely awful, and the fans let them know about it at the end.
Add another triple to their second half total.
Three ball, three ball, three ball. That's what we're hearing in the second half.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tony Allen. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Clippers making a switch here. Redick is checked in. Spates sets a screen, and that one's good by Pierce.
Tell you what, I love that he didn't get rattled after being blanked in the first half. His shot has been absolute money since then.
Allen outside. 16 seconds left to play here in the third. Just 5 on the clock. Fires from the wing. And no good that time.
Tell you what, the defense got lucky there because you know he can hit it from mid-range.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's the Grizzlies leading by 17. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Let's hear what Doc Rivers has going on over.
Hey, guys, we need a run right here. Come on now.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. And here are the Clippers now, trailing by 17. Pierce is out there with Griffin. And it's Rivers. Then there's Maurice Spates. And it's Redick in at the 2. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Pierce dishes to Griffin. Lets it go from 14. Great tee that time from Green.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Count it.
Like seeing the activity from Tony Allen down low. No one scares this guy, even when he's taking it amongst the trees.
Now here's Rivers. He feeds it to Griffin. 14 feet away. The shot is good off the backboard.
Well, they're still behind in this game, but not because of his shooting. He's been lights out.
Outside Conley. Lets it go from 11. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Gasol is so skilled at completing these and-one opportunities. You have to really wrap him up if you want to prevent him from draining the shot.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Clippers. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. James Ennis, he'll check in for JaMychal Green. Davis comes in for Chandler Parsons. Daniels, he's checked in for Tony Allen. And Baldwin subbed in for Mike Conley. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Here's Baldwin. Outside, Davis. Here's Ennis. And Ennis slams it in.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Here's Rivers. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And it's Ennis that time on the assist by Gasol.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And the Clippers call time here. Well, Steve, if you were able to give one piece of advice to yourself when you first entered the league, what would that advice have been?
I think for me is understanding how much more you have to put in the off season. I think for me, Kevin, I worked out a lot, but it was specifically on basketball. I would have probably trained a little bit more on my body than just playing a basketball a lot.
Was Jordan one of the first to do that, to really work on his body more with weights and hire the personal trainer and so on?
Yeah, I think so. I think for me is I got back into the gym, obviously going back to either college or high school gyms, putting in the time, but specifically maybe swimming more, maybe doing a little bit more yoga, working on your body, more of a meditation, doing other things to help you with the game of basketball.
Became more year-round for you.
Yes.
Yeah. Now here's Rivers. Not a lot of room. Swiped away. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Gasol with the steal. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Jordan's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Clippers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Rivers kicks to Jordan. Picked by Griffin. Steve, we're seeing less and less isolation offense these days. In your experience, who is tougher to guard? An isolation scorer or a guy who's playing off the ball and running you through a bunch of screens?
The one thing about a guy running off screens, Kevin, at the end I can say, oh, I'm a little tired, I'm behind the play. Hey, switch. So I think for me, guarding a guy,
you've got him.
Isolation plays, you're on that island by yourself, you're looking around. The ISO play is the one that's harder individually.
That free throw missing. And Paul Pierce, the legend. He had been up in the air in the last couple years about retiring. No matter when he retires, he'll be headed to the Hall of Fame with his accolades.
Yeah, he sure will. I mean, you know him much as a Celtic, but he's played for a few different teams. The one thing you know about him, he's incredibly clutch. He's one of those players you can give the basketball at the end of the game. He wants it, and he knocks down daggers.
Here's Baldwin. He kicks it to Daniels. Good on the triple.
That's just an awesome assist. Really paced the ball in that ideal spot.
Los Angeles has gone 2 and 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Here's Rivers, rejected by Gasol.
Gasol with those long arms is a shot blocking expert, especially down low.
It's Davis on the wing. And stolen by Redick. Right side, Griffin. Clippers moving the ball around.
He just looks uncomfortable offensively, really over the course of the whole game, and is killing his team.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Kicks to Gasol. Stolen by Pierce. It's 2-on-1. Goes up, and the dunk by Jordan.
DeAndre is a remarkable athlete who really can get up to the hoop so quickly. When he makes up his mind, he's going straight to the hoop. Just get out of the way.
The pass to Baldwin. And stolen by Redick. Now here's Redick, the fast break opportunity. A pull-up. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Memphis leading by 18. Baldwin the pass to Gasol. And Jordan sends it back. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Pierce kicks to Rivers. And the basket is good. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 11 assists.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
To the left side wing. Tipped away. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Off on the timing, or it may have been a miscommunication. Either way, turnover.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're down by 16. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. Picked by Griffin. Picked by Griffin. Here's Pierce. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Very nice stretch from them, but the reason why they're not into this game, they have to get some stops.
Down low. And Gasol gets it to go. Gasol's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Memphis.
Well, the one thing that jumps out in this game is the free throw shooting, which they did much better job at.
Absolutely. A big plus. And oftentimes your performance at the line can be the difference in a game. And I think tonight we saw that.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series. And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Gasol.
Well, they called on him to handle the bulk of the scoring, and he was more than up for it. There were some incredible spurts that he went through when there was nothing they could do to slow him down.
Clock at 6. A nice shot by Baldwin. And the Grizzlies lead by 18.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
I mean, the game is in hand, but they're still running their offense, and they're just plain and simple, still making shots.
He took good advantage of that screen.
And they're clearly finishing strong here, but not enough time to pull it out.
You're right. They're not going quietly. They're going to keep battling to the very end, no matter what the score is.
Here's Gasol, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
And the fans already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with the way things turned out today.
Well, their team got manhandled, taken to school on their home court.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just...
Thanks, Mark. The team seems to really have a good rhythm.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson, along with Marc Gasol. He's their go-to guy for a reason. You saw exactly why tonight. Just another memorable performance from one of the game's best players.
Listen, Ernie, I don't know if the opposing fans got him riled up or what, but he was out for blood tonight. Shaquille O'Neal, man, he had intensity at his all-time high. He looked like a different player than we're used to seeing.
Incredible shooting efficiency. He made over 60% from the field. 60, Ernie. I don't care what position you're playing. You're hitting 60%. That's a huge factor.
And that'll wrap things up.